providing you guys the AYFL Super Bowl championship games. This is the start of the 9U game featuring the Boynton Bulldogs and the Pompano Eagles. Kick is received by the Bulldogs, number 3. Bulldogs are in the white jerseys, red pants, black helmets. And the Pompano Eagles in the white pants, green jerseys, and white helmets. This Boynton Beach Bulldogs squad finished 7-3 in the regular season, 9-3 overall, including playoffs. They're the only team to start the season 0-3. No, they didn't. I'm getting everything mixed up. My apologies, guys. But they're the only 3-loss team in this entire tournament to make the championship game. They had losses against Miramar, Miami Pal, and Delray. But they have made it all the way to the championship game. Ball is carried by number 3 for the Bulldogs. It's wrestled down in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. This will be another 4 8-minute quarter game. And the only game that's been different thus far has been the 6U game. That was 4 6-minute quarters. But this is our 4th game of our 8-game slate on the day. Started at 8 o'clock this morning. And we will be here until this tournament ends. This will be a handoff up the middle, and just flock of Eagles came in. More specifically, number 1, Pompano, scampering around and excited, delivered the boom. Or as the Costco guys would say, 5 big booms. Boom. I'm not going to say all 5, but you get the picture. So 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs at the 43-yard line. And we got a penalty marker here at the 6:26 to go for false start. And we've got a timeout here by the Pompano Eagles. This is in this divisional game, or excuse me, this Super Bowl game, this is the teams that were the farthest down in their respective divisions. If you look at the Boynton Bulldogs, they were 7-3. They were all the way down. They were the 7th out of 8 teams to make the playoffs. There were 5 7-3 teams that made it, 2 8-2 teams. And the team that finished undefeated in the regular season didn't even make it to this Super Bowl, which was Miramar. But this is the number 3 team in the conference versus the number 7 team. Pompano Eagles finished 3rd. They were 8-2 behind Miami Pal. Excuse me. But Pompano had a loss to Miramar to start the season, 33-27, very close game. And this one is a big run here by the Bulldogs. Again, it within 5 yards of a first down. So bring up 4th and about 5. As the breeze is starting to kick up a little bit here. Again, trying to change up this heat that we've got out here. But yeah, Pompano had losses to Miramar in week 1 and Boynton. So this is a rematch from week 5 in which the Boynton Beach Bulldogs won by a score of 18-13. And it looks like we've got another false start on the Bulldogs. So just when you think they've cut it close to try and get a first down, they go backwards here. And clock is stopped momentarily and has started back up. Under 5:40 to play here in this first quarter. 4th and 10 for the Boynton Bulldogs. Looks like they're going to punt here. So 4th and 10 from the 42-yard line. This will be punted by number 3. Good punt. Collected at the 40. And a couple Bulldogs wrestle him down. Good spiraling punt. Almost looked like a pass. And you're used to seeing guys in like the NFL and college do that, but to see that here in the 9U division of the AYFL, it's impressive to see. So the Pompano Eagles will set up their shot for their first drive. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 4:48 left to play here in the first quarter. This will be quick handoff to the running back, number 4. Oh, he's slippery. Still going. And we'll see where they mark it. He looks like he's got enough for a first. And he does. Check his uniform, see if he's got Vaseline on it, because he is very, very slippery thus far. Substitution for the Eagles, number 12 comes in. He'll go under center. Or no, not under center. He was just right up on the line. This is number 4 once again. Hard man to bring down, gains another 6. 2nd and 4 from the 40. And Bulldogs started with possession with the first drive of the game. And the nickname on the back of the Eagles jerseys is the Mafia. This will be carried by number 7. Almost looked like he was going to slip through the second tackle. Couldn't quite make it through. He's pulled down by a couple of Bulldog players. And we've got a train horn or air horn sighting. Someone has brought a air horn into the stands with the battery operation. And we got a false start on the Eagles. Replay 3rd down, so that'll make it 3rd and 7. And we got another timeout for Pompano. That'll be their 2nd of 3 here in this first half. Eagles trying to get organized here. And not ideal to burn 2 of your 3 timeouts in the first quarter, but trying to stay organized, do things the right way. But timeout takes place. 3:16 left here in this first quarter. And this is the 9U Super Bowl. Got Boynton and Sunrise coming up for 10U. This will be Sunrise's first appearance in the Super Bowl since 2001. And we've got a timeout. It's Bulldogs. So back-to-back timeouts being taken, one by the Eagles, one by the Bulldogs. Obviously, the Bulldogs saw something they didn't like. Want to take a timeout to talk about it. Again, we are down here in the land of Hollywood, Florida, here at MacArthur High School. And this is going to be a run here by number 1. There he goes, down to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. However, there is a penalty marker at the 26. They're going to say the touchdown is good and that there is a sideline warning, so the touchdown will count. That is a long run. That's going to go down as a 43-yard rushing touchdown for the Eagles. You heard some of the fans in the stands yelling, "It's a touchdown," before it was even blown wide open. And it's 6-0 Eagles. And timeout Eagles. This will be their third and final of the first half. Just a quick update on the MacArthur Mustangs. They played a playoff game last night against Atlantic. Took home the victory by 1 point, 17-16. They were up 17-0. Atlantic scored 16 unanswered, unable to overcome a 17-point deficit. And they will move on to the next round of the playoffs. They'll take on St. Thomas Aquinas next week on the road. Ball is handed off to the Eagles running back. He does not get anywhere. And that will keep the score at 6-0 in favor of the Eagles. Great long run there by number 1 for Pompano. And you got in games like early on when you're trying to feel each other out to see what each team is going to give you, sometimes take advantage of what's there. And that's exactly what the Eagles did. Running back ran in virtually untouched. And the Eagles lead 6-0. 2:59 left here in the first quarter. Kicking off for the Eagles will be number 7. And we got a penalty marker on the field. Another sideline warning issued to the Pompano sideline, or the Pompano sideline, excuse me. Another whistle. Looks like we had a false start on the kickoff. So, no, there wasn't a penalty actually. They're just going to kick it still kick it from the 40, but they did blow it dead. Nice deep kick here, and it's caught out of the air by number 3 of the Bulldogs. Shakes a couple tackles, gets across the 50, and gets tackled right along the 48, possibly the 47-yard line of the Eagles. So again, Eagles get on the board first. They lead 6-0. Ball spotted at the 47. Best start to a drive by either team. Two minutes, 51 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We hand it off to number 3. Tries to get free. He's brought down by number 70 and number 2. In that Eagle defense. So second down and 4. Excuse me, second down and 6. From the 44. So be handed off again, this time to number 3 again. Correction, that was number 2. They'll get plenty for a first down. Just enough to move those chains. As we move under 2 minutes left here in this first quarter. Great job shaking that tackle in the backfield. And sometimes you think you have them, and then sometimes if they just arm tackle versus form tackling, they're able to get free. So 1st and 10 from the 38. There's a fumble. Getting back on it is the Bulldogs. Very fortunate to get that. It's number 5 who jumped on it. So 2nd and 11 from the 39. We got an offsides call on the Eagles. Make that 2nd and 6 after the penalty. And you don't want to give the other team a free 5 yards. So 2nd and 6 from the 35. And looks like movement up front. First one that moved was the offensive lineman. That was number 75. So that'll make it false start. So it'll be back to 2nd and 11. Clock stops, 29 seconds to go. Now it'll restart. See if the Bulldogs get one more play before the end of the quarter. Down to 10 seconds remaining. And this will be a handoff to number 5. Gets all the penalty yardage back and more. So we'll have about a 3rd and 2, maybe 3rd and 3, as that'll end the first quarter. After one, 6-0 in favor of the Eagles. Second quarter coming up quickly here. But it'll be second and looks like about 4. Not 2nd, 4. It'll be a 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. About an 8-yard run on 2nd and 11. So they'll flip the field. Bulldogs will have it. They'll spot it at the 31. They need the 28. 3rd and 3. They'll hand it off to the running back. Brought down by number 7. Carried by number 1. He needed 3. He got 3. That's another first down for the Bulldogs. Games like this, it comes down to who's going to step up first or who's going to respond when it gets a little uncomfortable. Bulldogs, 1st and 10 from the 26. That's taken by number 1. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. So once again, 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Bulldogs down 6-0 to the Pompano Eagles. Hand off to number 2. Sneaks through one tackle. Tries to spin away the other direction. He'll be brought down by a couple of Eagles. Like number 60 got in there first, and number 50. Let's bring up 3rd and about 7 for the Bulldogs. They need the 16 for a first. We'll hand it off to the fullback, and not too much there. Sometimes you try to do the fullback handoff to fool the front, to fool the defensive line. Not any fooling there. Might even be a loss of 1 on the play, and it will be. They'll spot it at about the 25. Make that 4th and 8 for the Bulldogs. They're going to keep their offense on the field. This is going to be a quarterback run by number 6. He gets up to the 20, and he's about 3 yards shy of the first. That'll be a turnover on downs. Pompano will take over from their own 20, and there goes the train horn. 4:46 left here in this first half. Eagles trying to add to their touchdown lead. So in at quarterback, number 12 for the Eagles. Or number 1, I should say, number 12. Fake handoff, number 1, getting free. Shakes like 2 to 3 tackles, shakes another tackle. Trying to still get free again. Laid a couple stiff arms. Very shifty and slipping 3, maybe 4 tackles for an 8-yard gain. Like it was going to be a handoff to number 12, and he just said, nah, I'm going to take it myself. Great job on offense to not hold or have any illegal contact. And this will be number 12 on the carry, carrying defenders up to the 35-yard line. We'll have a stoppage for a water break. So 4:08 left here in the first half. Pompano on the move on offense. And this is Pompano's second of 3 teams in the Super Bowl today. First one since the 7U game. That game was won by the PPO Bengals by a score of 24-0. This is Boynton Beach's third of 6 teams. Their next game will be the 10U game, followed after this one, where they take on the Sunrise Hurricanes. This will be taken by number 1 again. And he picks up about 8. 2 yards shy of the 45. It's been their main offensive weapon has been number 1. Has their 43-yard rushing touchdown in that first quarter. They'll hand it off to the running back, number 4, still going, and he crosses across the 40 down to the 38. They'll mark him at the 40. First down, Eagles. This run game has been shredding the Bulldog off the defense. So number 4 just ran the ball, will split out to the left, be a receiver, and we've got a marker down as a fault for a false start. So back it up 5 to the 45. First and 15. Under 3 to play here in the second quarter. Passes out to the left side. Intended for number 2. Goes through his hands. Bring up second down for the Eagles. 2:38 to play. Clock is stopped. This time no, number 1 will keep it himself. We got a penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage. He'll take it down to the 35, but there is a marker down. The illegal shift on the Eagles. Back it up 5 more. Put the ball at midfield. This will bring up 2nd and 20 for Pompano. This will be handed off to the running back, number 2. He got out in the open field, picks up 11. That'll make this 3rd down way more manageable for this Eagles team. So we're down to under 2 minutes left here in the first half. That's an offsides call unless the O lineman moved first. So move that up 5 more. This will go from a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 4. Clock stops a minute 55. Now it'll roll. So 3rd down and 4. Hand it off again. Another open space run. Almost lost the football. Hanging on to it for dear life was number 2. Brought down by number 7. That's another 1st down. Timeout. Boynton Beach, their 2nd of the first half. Great run up the middle. Excellent blocking by the O-line. So 90 seconds to go. Here in this first half. And timeout on the field was by the Boynton Bulldogs. And they entered this game 7-3 regular season record, 9-3 overall. They're the only 3-loss team to make a Super Bowl this 2025 season for the AYFL. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Another handoff, this time to number 4. He's tackled there by number 75. About a 3-yard gain. Another handoff to number 4. Got free, and he is met by number 5, but not before he got the 1st down. Down to 60 seconds to go. And we got a marker. They're going to say timeout Boynton Beach. So that's their 3rd and final timeout of the first half. But again, good, heavy, and hard running by this Eagles offense. Bulldogs have not been able to stop anybody that's been in the running game, whether it's been number 4, number 1, number 12, number 2. It just does not matter. All these running backs are running hard and running strong. That's been the story of this first half, has been the run game of the Pompano Eagles. So all the teams out of timeouts. Again, this is a rematch from week 5. Boynton Bulldogs took the victory 18-13. Pompano Eagles up 6-0. Number 1 hands it off. No, he takes it himself, following his block. He'll take it 9 yards. 2nd and 1 from the 4-yard line. Clock's ticking, down to 40 seconds. Number 1 takes it himself, tries to lay a stiff arm. Tackled by number 0. We've got a face mask on the on the Bulldogs. It's going to be half the distance to the goal, should be a first down. As it was a 2nd and 1 before that play. So it should be 1st and goal, I would say, right around the 3. So 1st and goal from the Bulldog 3-yard line. 34 seconds to go here in this first half. They run it up the middle, and no signal yet. Still waiting. Touchdown! Touchdown, Eagles. Second touchdown of the afternoon by number 1. He scores from 3 yards out. He's got behind his O-line, and they shoved him forward 3 yards, and they lead 12-0. So they'll line up with the 1-point try, and that is intercepted, but they cannot return it. So the 1-point try is no good. That'll keep the score at 12-0 in favor of the Eagles. Oh, that was a good throw. I don't know what was thrown it was a inhaler. So one of the fans from the Pompano Eagles side just chucked an inhaler down to the coaching staff. Great throw, great catch. Have to go down and give that guy a fist bump at halftime. Better throw than I would have done. So 29 seconds left in this first half. Pompano Eagles lead 12-0 over the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. And this is the second of 3 teams in the Super Bowls for the Eagles. Third of 6 teams for the Bulldogs. So number 7 will be kicking off for the Pompano Eagles. 2 deep men for the Bulldogs. Good kicking in this game. And we get a flag. And they wave off the flag. So flag is waved off. Whistle is blown. Kicker puts his hand up in the air. And here we go. Oh, look at this kick. That's a deep kick. And it stays in bounds. Unbelievable. That's the deepest kick we've seen today. Oh, it's a fumble! And it's still loose. It's picked up by the Eagles. I can't believe it. Touchdown, Eagles. Oh, my goodness. I think that was number 0. Wow. That is unbelievable. That's the first muffed kick we've seen, well, second muffed kick we've seen today. How about that? So 18-0 is your score with 16 seconds to go here in this first half. And the Eagles will line up for the one-point try. Got our stream back up. Thanks to Adam Black, all the good work he does behind the scenes as our director and our producer. So the one-point try is good. Makes the score 19-0 in favor of the Pompano Eagles. So what looked like a Boynton Beach return ended up being a fumble recovery off of a muffed kickoff return. Again, great kick by the Pompano Eagles kicker. It was lined up again to kick it, I would assume, deep. .16 seconds to go, and it's 19-0 Pompano over Boynton Beach. Another hard toe-punched kick. That was on the ground for a second. And this will be down at the Bulldog 41-yard line. 13 ticks to go here in this first half. And 19 points scored by the Eagles to start this first half. And the last time these two teams met was week 5 of the regular season, and that game was won by Boynton Beach 18-13. So far, the Eagles have scored 19 unanswered to start the game. And we got a penalty marker on the ground for a false start. So this will be 1st and 15 from the looks like the 36-yard line. Might even be the 35. 12 seconds to go here in the first half. 3 receivers out to the left, 2 out to the right, and they're going to run it, but we've got a marker down again. Got an illegal shift on the Bulldogs. Clock is stopped with 7 seconds to go. So the football after the penalty is going to be spotted at the 31-yard line. And that will be the end of the first half. So after 16 minutes of action, it is 19-0 Pompano over Boynton Beach. It's been a fun and entertaining first half. We will take a break and be back in about 8.5 minutes here on the Quick Cut. Welcome back into the QwikCut Sports Network here in the land of Hollywood, Florida, on the campus of MacArthur High School. Once again, my name is Conrad Volch. It's my ultimate privilege and pleasure to bring you the live action here in Hollywood, Florida for the AYFL Super Bowl Saturday. If you're just joining us, we are just coming out of halftime of the 9U Super Bowl featuring the Boynton Bulldogs and the Pompano Eagles. Pompano ahead by a score of 19-0. They forced a fumble on a kickoff return right before the end of the first half and were successful on the one-point try. They will get the football to start this second half. A couple guys missing on the field for the Eagles as the Bulldogs will kick off. Number 75 on the kick, and that'll be fielded there by number 12 for the Eagles. Once again, I keep referring to this is the only 3-loss team in any Super Bowl today. Is the 9U Boynton Bulldogs squad. They finished 7-3 in the regular season, 9-3 overall. The Bulldogs, third of 6 teams in these Super Bowl games. On the other side, for Pompano, they finished 8-2 during the season, 10-2 overall. This is their second of 3 teams in the Super Bowls today. And this, once again, is a rematch from Week 5 in the season where the Bulldogs won 18-13. This will be a quick handoff to number 2 for the Eagles. And, again, this Eagle running game has just been shredding the Bulldogs' defense. Haven't had too many answers for it. So we got trips out to the right, one out to the left. This will be a rollout pass. No, they're going to pull it as a run for number 1. It's going to be a loss on the play. Loss of about 2. This will bring up 3rd and about 7. Line to gain is the 43-yard line. This will be a handoff to number 2. That'll be 2 guys in on the tackle. First was number 75 and number 5 as well. So gain of about, looks like 1 on the play. This will be about a 4th and 6, 4th and 5. Eagles leaving their offense on the field. Quarterback is number 1, running back is number 2. I'll hand it off to number 2. He runs into one of his linemen, slips past 1 tackle, but can't get any farther. So that'll be a turnover on downs to start the second half. Drive takes about 2 minutes and 53 seconds. And it's a good defense there. Again, looked like the Eagles were going to go back to their successful run game, but the Bulldogs had an answer for it here in this to start this half. And 3 scores is still manageable, but you gotta get stops and you have to score. The Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 from the Eagle 39. This will be handed off to number 3. He's turning the corner. Oh, my. What a big run. He's wrestled down. Number 2 tripped him up. Number 0 wrestled him down at about the 14. That's the longest play of the day for the Bulldogs. It's about a 24-yard run to begin the drive. It's much needed if you're the Bulldog offense trying to get something going. We're going to have a timeout taken by the Eagles. So that's one thing I've noticed about this Pompano Eagles offense, or this Pompano Eagles team, is they call their timeouts immediately when they see things starting to go the wrong direction. Burned 2 of their 3 timeouts in the first quarter, in the first half, but they burn 1 here. So 1st and 10 from the 15. Bulldogs in the red zone. This is taken by number 2. Wrestled down from behind by number 1. As we have a sideline warning. Seen a few of those this game. So ball is spotted at the 5. 1st and goal. And this is first contact in the backfield. Shakes a tackle, and he'll go right around the left corner. That's a rushing touchdown for number 3. Boy, if you're Boynton Beach, that is a huge answer after that 4th down stop to cut into this lead. And it's still a long ways to go, but it's at least a start from that stifling rushing offense by the Eagles. So they'll line up for the 1-point try from the 2. Here we go. Quarterback is under center, hands it off to number 2, trying to run around the corner. Can he get there? Wow, he is buried right as he crosses the line, but the try is good. So that'll make it 19-7, and it's a 12-point game. So the Bulldogs get a 4th down stop to start this second half and answer with a touchdown and point after. It's now a 12-point game. So it looks like we had a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. There's some sort of 15-yard penalty because it's being kicked off from the Eagle 45-yard line. Number 75 will line up and kick it for the Bulldogs. There goes the kick. Received by number 1. Trying to follow a block, slips back to a couple tacklers, and he is in the open field, and he's finally brought down by about 4 different Bulldogs right around where they kicked it. It's about a 25, 26-yard return for the Eagles, and they will start right around where the ball was kicked off. I think they're going to spot it just past the 45. Great field position for the Eagles. See if the Eagles can answer the touchdown score by the Bulldogs. It's taken by number 12, or number 4, excuse me. 6-yard run to start the drive, makes it 2nd and 4. They're in hurry up. That'll force the Bulldogs to burn a timeout. So we've seen both teams use a timeout in this third quarter, before the halfway point in this quarter. 5:07 to go in the third. And Boynton Beach just got the score after being outscored 19-0 in the first half. Got a huge 4th down stop to start the half. But the Eagles looked like to be back in business on the run game, at least for now. So 1 timeout burned for each team. Both teams have 2 remaining. So 2nd and 4 from the 49-yard line. Eagles hand it off. Number 4 once again, still churning. And he gets enough, about a yard and a half past the first down marker. That'll stop the clock momentarily. Ball is spotted at the 41. This time, number 4 is wrestled down in the backfield. 56-7. Get in on the stop. Loss of a couple on the play. Flag on the play, false start. So back it up to about 2nd and 17. And we'll have a quick break for water. So during the water break timeouts, again, 4:12 left here in this third quarter. Eagles up 19-7. They scored the first 19 points of the game. And the Bulldogs able to get a fourth down stop to start the half and turn it into points. But this Eagles running game has come to life again. They find themselves sitting at second and about 17. Oh my! That is a fumble. It's picked up by number 10 of the Bulldogs, and he'll be wrestled down by number 12. So disaster continues for the Eagles, and that is a turnover. And like I said, 12 points is still a long way to go, but get a couple turnovers and it's a brand new game. So how about that? The momentum, you can feel the momentum starting to shift over to the Boynton Beach sideline. And they are back in business. Last time these two teams played together, it came down to 5 points. Right now, it's a 12-point game. Boynton Beach showing run. They've got a receiver out wide to the left. Handoff is to number 2. Trying to turn the corner. He can't make it. We got a flag down. It's going to be, it looks like an illegal shift, I think. No, it's a personal foul. I think it's contact to the head. So this will back up the Bulldogs. See where they spot it. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
All the fans and everyone in attendance to please keep your cool and show good sportsmanship. The AYFL does not tolerate any unjust actions.
So 46, ball is placed at the 46-yard line. They need to get to the 24 for a first down. So first and 24. First and 25, excuse me. They hand it off to number 3, slips a tackle. Slips another one, still going, finally brought down by number 12. Pickup of about, looks like about 10. Second and about 16. From the 45, or check that, from the 40. They look, check for pass. Number 6 trying to find an open man, can't find anybody. He'll be tackled in the back by number 70.
Number 70, that's going to make it 39 for the Bulldogs.
So that'll make it about 3rd and about 17. And the line to gain is the 24-yard line. Ball is sitting at the 41. Boynton Beach forced a turnover on downs earlier in the quarter, turned it into 7. Forced a turnover on the last drive. Can they turn this drive into 7? And off is to number 1, brought down by number 0. And number 11. That's 4th down, gain of about a yard. Bulldogs got a long way to go. They're going to show pass, and it's caught! Oh my goodness! That's number 3. He's running all the way down, and he's in for the touchdown! There are no flags! It counts! Wait a second. There's a penalty marker, but they're going to count the... Oh, it's a sideline warning. All right. So count the touchdown.
So that would be a touchdown. Hold on, they were down by 19, they were down by 6.
How about that? Number 3 had a 5-yard rushing touchdown earlier. And he just had about a 38-yard reception.
I love Super Bowl football. I love AYFL football. Best in South Florida, best in the nation.
So now it's 19-13. And if they get this point after, they'll make it within 5. Looks like, are they going to... So the sideline warning was enforced on the point after. This will be right to number 2, trying to shake a couple tackles. He can't get free. Number 0, number 12, collapse in on number 2. And we've got ourselves a game. Boynton Beach was down 19-0 coming out of halftime. They've scored 13 unanswered. And both of them were technically on turnovers. They got a 4th down stop that turned into 7. And they forced a fumble that turned into 6. So what looked to be a runaway game by the Pompano Eagles is now within 6. You can feel the momentum has shifted over to the Bulldogs side. The Eagles side, where we're sitting, is very quiet right now. So it'll be kicked off from the 40. 75 for the Bulldogs. Takes a bounce. I think it was touched. Did they get it before it went out of bounds? Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? So they're going to say it went off of an Eagles player. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Eagle 40. That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy change of events. So you can see how fast momentum shifts.
So back-to-back turnovers committed by the Eagles. That's the first muffed kick we've seen. We saw a fumbled kick at the end of the first half. We've got too many men on the field committed by the, or illegal substitution, excuse me, committed by the Eagles. So this will be a 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. And if you're just joining us here on the QwikCut Sports Network, this game was 19-0 at halftime. Now it's 19-13 with 51 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Ball's handed off to number 3. Nearly shakes a tackle. And now it's finally brought down. About a 3-yard gain makes it 2nd and 2. Clock is still ticking. Bulldogs taking their time. So they will snap it. Under 10 seconds to go here in the third. This will be the final play of the third quarter. Quick handoff, quickly snuffed out. Gain of about a yard. So that is the end of the third quarter. We'll have one more quarter remaining in this game. Got a comeback brewing here by the Bulldogs. Again, this was 19-0 at the end of the first half by the Pompano Eagles. But Boynton Beach has scored the last 13. Got an exciting one brewing. See if the Eagles can capitalize on defense once more. They scored 7 points off of a fourth down stop. Then they scored another 6 off of a turnover. We'll see if they can score up another potential 6 off of the muffed kickoff. So here we go, final 8 minutes of this 9U Super Bowl for the AYFL. Bulldogs have it 3rd and 2 from the 32. Just need 6 to tie it, 7 to go ahead. They hand it off to number 2. Very close to a first down. It's going to be about less than a yard short. So we've got 4th and 1 coming up for the Bulldogs. So 4th and 1 from the 31. They need the 30 to move the sticks. And they do a QB sneak, and he needed 1. He got 3. First down. So 7:13 and counting to go in this fourth quarter. And if you're Pompano, you want to kind of balance between taking your time but also getting in the end zone, because this Eagles running game could pop off at any point in this game, and you do not want to give momentum back to the Eagles. Hand it off to number 3. Takes it up the field about 3 yards, stopped shy of the 25, put it at the 26. .66 coming in for number 70 on the Eagles. Second and 7 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 out to the left. Fullback and running back in the backfield. They hand it off to number 1, trying to make the corner. He gets upended there by number 12. Gains another couple of yards. This will be 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. So third and about 2.5 to 3. Timeout on the field. 5:42 to go in this fourth quarter. Bulldogs trying to take their time, burn as much of this clock as they can. They hand it off again. Number 2 trying to cut the corner, and he's got enough for a first down. That'll stop the clock as he went out of bounds. 5:35 left in the game.
After this, we have 10-year football, Sunrise Hurricanes. First time with Big South Synagogue since 2001. Completely have let go of that program, and then we, of course, have the Boynton Beach Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. There goes the handoff. Number 2 gets it up to about the 15. It's about a gain of 4. So the Boynton Beach running game getting about 3 to 5 yards per carry. Keeps that clock moving. In the story of the first half was the Eagles running game and the quick special teams work at the end of the first half. This second half, it's all about mistakes and capitalizing. Hand off to number 3, cutting it upfield. It's about another 3-yard gain. Put the ball at the 11. That'll set up a 3rd and 3. Line to gain is the 8. Fans here have been showing out and showing up all day. We started this event at 8 o'clock this morning. It's 2:30. Braving the sun, braving the heat, braving everything. We've got a penalty marker on the field.
From both sides, I don't think the defense crossed the line first. Let's see.
It's going to be a false start. Wow. So I think what happened is that the Eagles crossed and then got back. But then I think the Bulldogs thought that the refs didn't catch it, or they caught it, so they moved. But because they moved, it turned into a false start. So now we got a water break timeout on the field with 4:13 to go in the game. And, man, let me tell you, they always say tale of two halves. Well, it's been just that. It was 19-0 at the end of the first half. Boynton Beach had just given up a fumble recovery touchdown on a kickoff. And since then, we've had a turnover on downs that turned into points for the Bulldogs. Then we had a fumble recovery that turned into points for the Bulldogs. And now we've had a muffed kickoff that could easily turn into points for the Bulldogs. What's that old saying? Had us in the first half, not going to lie. Well, here goes number 3. Gets it close to a first down. So gets all the penalty yardage back. This will set up about a 4th and 2.5. Can they keep the sticks moving? They're at the 10. They need the 8. Big down here for both teams. Under 3:40 to go. Ball is snapped to number 3, trying to cut up. I think he got enough. We'll see where they spot it. And they say he did. 1st and goal, looks like from the 6. If Boynton Beach is able to pull this off, this will be the first comeback victory of the day. We'll have a timeout on the field. Again, this last time these two teams met, the final score was 18-13. Boynton took the victory over Pompano. Well, currently it's 19-13 in favor of Pompano. But Boynton Beach is coming up quick. They've scored 13 unanswered in this second half. If you score 6, you tie it. If you score 6 and get the point after, you take your first lead of the game. So here we go. And that'll be down at about the 5. So a gain of about 1. This will be second and goal. Under 3 to play. And Bulldogs taking their sweet time. They don't want to give any time left to this Eagles team. Again, if you've been watching this entire game, this Eagles team very dangerous when they get running. Number 3, going around the left side, gets free, he's in for the touchdown! The 3rd touchdown scored by number 3. This time, that's his 2nd one from 5 yards out. So we are knotted up at 19. The Bulldogs are an extra point away from taking their first lead. So here we go. 19 all, 2:29 left in the game. Can the Bulldogs take the lead? They're running up the side. It's in. The 1-point try is good by number 1. This is the first lead of the game for the Bulldogs. So 20-19 is your score. 2:29 to go in the football game. So the Boynton Beach Bulldogs score 13 points off turnovers. The Eagles committed 2 fumbles. One was on a muffed kickoff. The other one was on a failed handoff. And there was the 4th down stop to start the second half. So this is a big drive. Can the Eagles go back down and reclaim the lead? Bulldogs lining up to kick. And there it goes. It'll roll. Bounces off the runner. And he is tackled at about the 28-yard line. I mean, that's number 1 on the replay there. He scored the 1-point try. And again, in a game like this where points are very important, the Pompano Eagles, they converted one of their 1-point tries, and Boynton Beach has converted 2 of theirs. So the Eagles in wide doubles. They got number 1 and number 12 in the backfield. Number 1 takes off, and he'll be taken down by number 0. You see a new energy on this Bulldog defense. You never want to give a team that's down any sort of hope, and that's what the Eagles have done. But this is number 12 running, and he's tackled there by number 2. Clock stops, and we're going to have a timeout by the Bulldogs. Again, you see why this Bulldog team wanted to keep the football for as long as they could, because you saw it in the first half. This Pompano Eagle team is very dangerous at the running back position. And they looked so strong in that first half. They had a 43-yard rush, a 3-yard rush. Then they had the fumble recovery touchdown right at the half. They were in control of this game. They were up 19-0. But since then, it's been all Boynton Beach this second half. Scored 20 unanswered. 2:02 to play. And it's still anybody's game. Number 12. And he'll stumble right across the 45-yard line. We'll spot it at the 46, and we've got a player down for the Bulldogs. It's number 14 at the 50. They're going to carry him off the field. We hope he's okay. He looked like he grabbed his right thigh muscle. Not sure if he got a Charlie horse or a cramp or something worse, but we hope he's okay. And we're not going to assume, because we're not medical experts, but he did grab that right thigh area. So that'll be 2nd and 9 from the 46. Minute 48 and counting left in the football game. Wide doubles. This is handed off to number 12. He is dragged down from behind. Gain of about a yard. It's 3rd and 8. And we've got another player down, this time for the Eagles. That's number 12, their running back. Again, 2 guys there to collapse in on it. That was number 56 and number 7 for the Bulldogs. Clock will stop with a minute 28 left in the 4th quarter. In the winners last year in this 9U game was the Kendall Colts. Back in 2023, it was the Delray Rocks. We'll have a new winner this year between this Boynton Beach team and the Pompano Eagles. Less than 125 to go. Back to pass is number 1, and it's caught. Number 13 catches it, and he's wrestled down at the 35. This Eagle offense going quickly. And it's still going. Number 1. Sounded like an inadvertent whistle from the stands, I think. I don't know what happened there. Eagles take off. This is number 2. He gets free, and he's tackled just across the 25. 45 ticks to go, and they'll spike it. So that'll stop the clock with 43 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 23. Gotta wonder, do you think Boynton Beach scored a little too early? They gave 2 minutes and 29 seconds to this Eagles squad. And I told you have to be careful because their offense could come alive at any time, and we're seeing it here. 43 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Number 1 at quarterback, number 2 at the running back. This is a intended pass. Number 1's running, still alive. Still, oh my gosh, he's still alive. It took 3 Bulldogs to wrestle him down, and the clock's running. 22 seconds, 3rd and 7. They've got maybe one guy open. Number 1 looking, still looking. And that's an incomplete pass right around the 7-yard line. 12 seconds to go. Who will take home the 9U Super Bowl? Here we go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 out to the right. Number 1 at quarterback, number 2 at running back. This might be the last play. Number 1 stepping up, it's high up in the air, and oh my goodness, no, it's not caught. I thought it was the game winner, but it was out of bounds. Oh my goodness. We've got penalty markers on the field. Guessing it's for sideline warnings. I think that was on 3rd down. I can't remember what the down was. So it is 4th down now. So that was 4th down. We just were told that that was 4th down. So the game came down to a receiver being out of bounds. 5 seconds left. The Bulldogs just need to snap it once. Boynton Beach will have the ball. See where they spot it, right around the, and there was the penalty markers came out. They're gonna spot it right at the 10. 5 seconds left. This game was 19-0 at the start of the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs have scored 20 unanswered. It's going to take 1 snap. And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the Boynton Bulldogs. They are your 2025 AYFL 9U Super Bowl champions. The only 3-loss team to make it into the Super Bowl takes home the victory against the Pompano Eagles. What a game. First comeback of the day, down 19-0 at halftime. Final score 20-19. Unbelievable game. True tale of 2 halves. Well, that'll do it for the 9U game. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll see the Boynton Bulldogs take on the Sunrise Hurricanes in the 10U division game. Don't go too far here on the QwikCut Sports Network. 10U football coming up next.